Greetings and salutations, I'm Keb, and welcome back to this Let's Play of SimCity, the glorious city of Kebville, where we have traffic issues galore, but they can survive that, surely. Nothing bad can possibly happen from a little bit of traffic congestion, right? Let's make another park here, because it doesn't look like the area doesn't look like it's that popular. So, let's build some of that. Commercial zone there with no building on it, that's sad. Oh, commercial demand is actually going down. Okay, that explains that. Residential demand is still pretty darn high. Yeah, I suppose we can make a few more housing plots here. Oh, that's actually the map edge. I can't get any further south. In that case, let's build a road. Like so, and probably... Nah, I don't need another rail on the southern side there, I think. We're just gonna make a big park. I don't think I need actually road connections out of town. I don't know. Okay, we'll have a few connections out of town and see if that does anything. No, it doesn't look like it does anything at all. It's just a map edge. But just because of my own ego, I'll do that, and then we'll fill in the rest with greeneries. Sounds like a machine gun fire, this. Probably a commercial zone there. Don't want to be too close to the industrial with our homes, I suppose. Our money situation isn't that good anymore. Because we had to cut taxes and then we had a population slump, I believe. Yeah, and the RCI indicator, or CRI indicator, isn't as good, isn't as reliable as I would have liked it to be. Not always certain whether it lies to me or not. And I'm also not quite certain which of these are dense industries compared to light industries. I mean, for houses you can pretty much tell right away, because if it's lightly populated it's the small suburbians, but if there's a big block then yeah, they've congested a bit. Okay, taxes and money is going up. I'd expect to get demands for an airport at some point, but I haven't seen the text scroll over. We'll see. Need to start saving money. And we are building a fair-sized city at this point. Fitting in the map, about 1/6 of the map done. Property value, yeah. That's fine. Pollution. Getting a fair bit of smog from the traffic, but the situation seems to have lessened a little bit. Police coverage, we are a-okay there. Fire coverage. Don't actually cover much of the city. But again, we don't have disasters, so we don't really need it. Yeah, things are going okay, I suppose. We don't really have a grid to tell, or a map mode to tell me how close I am to another burnout, and need for more power plants. That's unfortunate. Evaluation, how we're doing. Crime is now the top issue, not traffic. My goodness. Pollution has gone up. We are not as well liked anymore. Current score 650. That's pretty good. Yeah, that seems like a fair score for now. Yeah, this is really congested. Ah well. Ain't gonna get any better. At least this area seems to be fairly okay. Actually, no, it's congesting up here as well. And you can't really make more roads than this, right? And if that alone is, if that isn't even sufficient, then I don't know how the hell you're gonna do this. You have to space them out with parks or something. But then you're just creating longer queues, aren't you? Well, when you compare this game to, say, City Skylines or some other very modern take on the franchise, you definitely have a lot more tools and feedback in terms of your city engineering, but still this game was brilliant for its day. Let's see now, the second SimCity, that was in 1993, I believe. SimCity 2000. And that was a significant upgrade. They also switched the whole perspective from top-down into isometric. That worked rather well. That said, I kind of remember this title more than I do SimCity 2000, even though I probably played that one a lot more. Strange how rose-tinted glasses work, eh? Let's see. This little parkway is rather nice. Oh, that's the ship sounding off again. Almost no traffic down in the industrial zones. It looks like all the cars are running around in the residential areas. So maybe that's the key then. Spacing out in residential zones. Though I technically don't really want to mix them with heavy industry, but I suppose you could mix them with commerce. And space out the traffic that way. Yeah, that might be... That could well be the case. So let's do that actually. Let's plop down a few commercial areas. And a few more homes. And there we go. Commerce now requires an airport. So now we have to save up for that. That's 10,000, I think. So yeah. I guess we're not going to be building anything for several years now. Just so we can save up for the airport. What's this building? Is it a bank or something? Huh. I wish I could get information about the specific buildings, but that was not part of the simulation back in 1989. Go figure. Well, if I recall correctly, some versions of the game didn't have all the disasters even, simply because the disasters took so many resources to run. And the computers just weren't powerful enough for it. I mean, yeah, the computers this thing ran on were significantly less powerful than pretty much all cell phones the last 10, 15 years. So, yeah, the technological evolution has been rather rapid. Which one is it again? Moore's Law, is that it? The one where the computer power doubles every 18 months or so? I think that's, well, and that's been the case since the 1960s or so. And I believe they said that Moore's law would stop at some point, simply because you couldn't miniaturize a transistor circuit beyond a certain point. You basically were getting it down to the point where you were looking at atoms. But they seem to have gotten around that as well, because computers keep getting more powerful. Not entirely sure how they solved that miniaturization issue. Or if they just went subatomic somehow. I really don't know. Let's see. Okay, now traffic is starting to pile up here as well. Commercial demand is going down because they don't have access to the airport, so a couple of more years and we'll be able to afford one. At least they're not complaining about taxes anymore. Well, this is interesting. There's actually no road animation across the rail intersection. See that? You have animation on all the other road bits, but not across the rail link. Huh. Interesting. Oh my. That building changed. I wonder if that is a bank structure of some sort. Looks like Bank of America, doesn't it? Isn't there a building in San Francisco that looks like that? Not sure. Trying to recognize architecture. Not exactly my strong suit, I'm afraid. At least I can identify the hospitals and the churches. A water tower is a strange commercial structure, though. Do we need more homes right away? Nah, let's wait a little while longer. I want to get that airport set up first. That's the sound of the ship, and as soon as that ship sounds, you can see the entire simulation more or less pause. So yeah, making that little honk apparently sucks resources from the game. Okay, now we finally have enough money to build an airport. How big is it? Oh, okay, so it's pretty darn big. I expect that people don't want to live next to the airport. For some inexplicable reason, I assume that. We're gonna build it right here. Yeah, let's do that. Big airport. You have a road connection. You're gonna have a rail connection. Things are gonna be so good. Oh, look at that helicopter. And an aircraft that took off like... Oh my. Crime alert. Crime in SimCity is out of hand. And the National Guard might soon intervene. Well, that won't work. So... Fine. Let's have a look at crime then. Yeah, it's mostly down in this area. Where we just built... that I believe was the helicopter. Let's... Oh, yeah. Fine. A crime station, a police station here. Get him some power. Connect them to the road grid. Not that they seem to need it, but... yeah, this is a problem. How am I going to get the rail link up there? Okay, so here's my solution. We're going to build a long-ass road here. And we're going to tear down this. Okay, maybe not the power line. Yeah. Sorry. But I want the rail link like so. Yeah, we're out of money. Bit of a problem, that. We'll have to wait. But we did put that station down. There we go. Now we have money. Did put the police station down. How are we doing on crime now? Well, that certainly lessened the problem. We could probably need another police station in the south here. It's pretty much what we're looking at. Fine, and let's plant one right there. We do not want crime. Looks a bit weird with the plane taking off like that. Okay. Connect like that, connect like this. And that's all our money. So now we wait again. Probably want a few more commercial districts down here just in case. Heavy traffic report, you don't say. And go to... Okay, so that's what the helicopter is doing. It's running around and identifying traffic situations. Not much I can do to solve those, though. Commercial demand is up, which is fine. There, maybe like so. I trade link out of town because I can make it. Let the road go the same way, and some more roads. And one up here too, why not? And then some parks. Oh, there we go, out of funds. Completely out of funds. Beautiful little greeneries. Lovely. Machine gun fire parks. Now we wait for the next year so we can finish off this greenery. Yes, 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 I know we have heavy traffic. Not much I can do to fix that. Still making money. Paying a fortune for transit costs. You can't really adjust the levels of this stuff either, because if you lessen the transport budget, the roads and rails will start to just disintegrate, and then you have to rebuild them. And that costs a fortune. As for police and fire, I suppose you could lessen that, but then you'll have less coverage and... well... there's problems involved in that too. There we go. Lots and lots of lovely parks. So, let's have a look at that city from this perspective again. Traffic, yeah, still pretty much all up there. So apparently they're not driving to the industrial zones at all. They're just driving between their own homes or something. Well, there is some traffic, I suppose, here, but pollution, on the other hand, is pretty much an all industrial area problem. Crime, most of the crime has been fixed down here. Crime is on the rise on the fringes there, which is good. Suppose another police station down there and one up here would be worthwhile. Where do people live? A bit only everywhere, actually. As for growth, yeah, it's declining up here. Densifying there. And we're probably approaching the point where we need another power plant. Helicopter. Railroads. Aircraft. Ship. Little icons to show where all that fun stuff is. Yeah, heavy traffic, I know. Okay, 69% approval rating again. Traffic is now the worst possible problem, 18%. Crime, taxes, and pollution. And population, yeah, population is going down. So is score. That's unfortunate. And we pretty much have all the infrastructure that the town needs at this point. We have all the special buildings. I don't know if they need more than one of anything except the power plants. And the police stations and yeah, that sort of thing. But I don't think you need 2 airports or 2 seaports or 2 stadiums. I don't know. I don't recall. I do not recall. It's been so long. But still, Kebzero is turning out to be a small little, nice little town. And we're still in the black on the budget, so things aren't that bad. Yeah, even down here now, things are actually beginning to congest a bit. Not too much, though. So it works, but still. New commercial building. I don't think I've seen that one before. Is that a small airport? Nah. Well, it kind of looks like it. I mean, runway there, taxiway below. And a parking lot up there. Dunno. I might have to go and look at that up actually. If there's a key for these buildings versus what they represent in game, that would have been nice to know. Like a complete identification of how many sims are within one building, or how much it indicates the value of the lot, for example. I don't know. Could have been interesting to know. Yeah, definitely some congesting of citizens here now. Dancing up into larger residential blocks. Which is fine. And yeah, I'm just saving up money now because I expect the next expense to be on the power plant. So I'm just preparing for that. It never hurts to be prepared, right? I'm surprised at how quick this went actually, because I'd expected to struggle a lot more in terms of finances, but this worked out rather nicely. I tend to remember this game being the sort where you plant down like 20 squares or so, and then you ran out of money, and then you couldn't do anything. But we've had a decent income, so we must have done something, right? Every time there's a little bleep on the audio there, the whole simulation pauses. Amuses me. Still, we're doing okay for a mayor. For getting 60, close to 70% approval rating, that's more than most. Oh, yeah, now we're not getting that anymore. Oh, yeah, now they're starting to hate me. And it's still traffic, and now taxes is up again. Really? But at lower taxes, you should be happy about that. We need the taxes to keep the city running. Come on. It's always something they're gonna complain about, isn't it? Ugh. Ungrateful Sims. And yeah, this is definitely the problem. How do I fix this? A road out here, maybe? Might have just flattened a few of the buildings too and create parks. Don't know. I mean, Forcing your Sims to move isn't really the ideal solution. Let's plant a few more homes down here. Maybe power them up first before I build all the roads. Yeah, I hear you. Heavy traffic. Another hospital? Really? Okay. What about out this way? Oops. Yeah, sure, let's cross, not there, damn it. Here, let's do that and like make some extra parks and stuff here. I wonder if making a double road would help at all. Huh. I mean, it might. I'm gonna mix in some commercials here. And connect power. Ugh. There you go. I mean, there's no way for me to test that without blowing some buildings up. And then you lessen traffic by blowing the building up, rather than having a double road. So, I don't know. And let's try it over here. Since we have that power there. I want to see what happens. it immediately congests on both lanes. So I don't think that's going to be the solution at all. It's just a function of population density, I think. So you pretty much have to spread out the blocks. That's the only way to lessen traffic, as far as I can tell. Ah well. At any rate, I do think we're going to take another short break. And I don't know if we're going to continue playing this for much longer. Maybe we should just unleash some disasters on this town and move on towards a more, well, a newer city builder. There are quite a few of them, and there are quite a few of them I'm itching to play. We'll see. Disasters are always fun to behold as well. For now though, time for a break. Thank you for watching.